Alright boys, if you want to lock in and make millions of coins in Madden 25, then you need to try out Mud Exchange. Mud Exchange is the best all-in-one Madden coin making tool service on the market right now. They got a bunch of different and unique tools on their platform that will allow you to save millions of coins as well as make so much bread. I've been playing around with Mud Exchange for a few days now, and my current favorite tool is the Snipe Spotter. How this works right here, snipes are going to pop up, you buy them, you sell them, you make coins, repeat. Yeah, you're seeing that right. Cards that are currently being posted up to the auction house that Mud Exchange views as a snipeable price are coming up into this filter. You search for these cards, you buy the cards, you sell them off. They literally have a dashboard of every single profitable set. If you do want to try out Mud Exchange, go down to the link in my description and use code MOSHI for 5% off your order. And once again, shout out Mud Exchange. Yo, what is good, fellas, and hope you boys are having a fantastic day. We got some market things I want to talk about in Madden 25. Before we get there, I do have a few quick things I do want to cover. If you guys have not already though, go down there and drop a like. And if you are new to the channel, you should probably subscribe too. But when it comes to updates, the big one being this Road to Super Bowl mode. If you guys did not know, there is a make right we should be receiving for this. This is for people who did not get their Rasul Douglas all the way back basically a week ago now. If I had to guess, you will get your make right Monday afternoon. That's typically when EA rolls out make right. But as of right now, EA has remained silent on this one. The offline Road to Super Bowl mode is a solid coin making method. I'm not going to say it's the best way to make coins in this game, but it is definitely something if you have nothing better to do with your time, come in here, put it on 2 o'clock, watch a movie, and get this done. This is something I've been saying over the last few videos because I don't want you guys to make this mistake in the AKA Icon Clash solo seasons mode. Make sure you finish this off before this timer in the top right goes away. You can see right here, these are going to end next Monday, and I'm pretty sure it's just going to refresh with a new XP. But just to make sure you guys are on the safe side and make sure you get every single AKA Icons token, get done with that XP as soon as you can. All you have to do is win 5 games in this game mode. It might take you 20 minutes, but please get this done. I want you guys to claim your free AKA Icon champion whenever that may actually be, and I got a feeling this is going to be something you are going to have to do every single week. Of course, we'll know for sure on Monday. Just to be on the safe side, it is the first week with this promo. Come in here and get it done. Pretty sure that's everything we got to talk about when it comes to updates. Let's talk about the market. Over the last few days, the market hasn't changed much since Monday, but I am seeing some things go down and we definitely need to talk about them. First one being Justin Jefferson and Derwin James. These are December's players of the month. These are also two of the bigger names when it comes to Ultimate Team, and I know a lot of you guys want to pick up these cards. I hate to be the guy to tell you, these cards are not going to get any cheaper anytime soon. I actually expect both of these cards to get a little bit more expensive. Now, the data does not actually support this. This is the Joe Burrow November player of the month. You guys can see he actually peaked the first day he dropped, and then every day after that, he continued to get cheaper. The thing is, Joe Burrow's max price was 1.98. We can call it 2 million coins. Justin Jefferson is selling for 2.3 million coins a few days after he dropped. You gotta remember, the time this Joe Burrow card came out, we were in the middle of Zero Chill. You can see that timeline right there, and Joe Burrow did not get Sub-Zero ability, so nobody wanted to use this card. It's a very good card. You can see his stats right here. I'm sure you guys have played against this card. But nobody was using it because he did not get those free abilities, and because of that, his price just did not do well. Justin Jefferson and Derwin James have some of the best discounted abilities in the game right now. There was a special offer on Wednesday for them. Pretty sure that special offer is gone as of later today. Might be gone right now by the time you guys are watching this video. And both of these cards, I do expect them to go up in price. You might be saying, oh, we just got that Xavier Worthy. I don't think Xavier Worthy is going to do anything for Justin Jefferson's price. Not only is this card very good and has very good discounted abilities, Justin Jefferson is one of the biggest names in football. People are going to want to use this card, therefore the supply versus the demand is going to increase. Now, being players of the month, you can build these cards in sets. The only issue with this, Team of the Week is over. We're not going to see any more Team of the Week special offers. We're not going to see any more Team of the Week pack resets. So these 94 overall Team of the Week players, they're not going to get that much cheaper. I expect 94 overall Team of the Week players to literally sit what they are at until we get an overall increase. But that overall increase is probably 2 weeks away if I had to guess. So this Jettas and Derwin James card, they are only going to increase in price. And these 94 overall Team of the Week players, they are also going to increase in price. I will note you can only complete this set a maximum of 1 time. So there again is another limitation on Justin Jefferson's being on the auction house. And when I'm talking about Justin Jefferson, I'm also talking about Derwin James. You can literally interchange these cards. They are 2 of the best cards in the entire game. That was a lot about the players of the month, but I have seen so many people ask me, are these cards going to get cheaper? And I hate to be the guy to tell you, probably not. Sauce Gardner did get more expensive. He was selling for like 1.8 million coins on Monday. He's back up to around 2 million coins. If you did not know, limited time cards typically get more expensive once they are out of pack. So a card like Sauce Gardner, who not only is one of, if not the best DBs in the entire game, so going to be expensive, he is no longer in pack, so his price did go up. And a lot of people did pull this card, so if you have this Sauce Gardner card, I'm not going to tell you to sell him because, again, best DB in the entire game, but 2.76 million coins, that sounds nice to me. Just so you know, if you ever do pull an LTD and he's selling for, let's say, less than you think he should be selling for, they will always go up. And that is the exact case right here with Matthew Stafford and Roquan Smith. Roquan Smith is already going up in price. Stafford is not gone up in price, but I do expect Stafford to at least be a million coins come next Monday. This is a solid quarterback, by no means the best quarterback in the entire game, but supply versus demand will eventually hit for this card, and he will not be selling for 875,000 coins on average. Same thing for Roquan Smith. I think Roquan Smith is a little bit more interesting here because we do have that Isaiah Simmons dropping with head-to-head rank, who I think is better, and I think a lot of people think will be better than this Roquan Smith. And when we get that card in 2 weeks, Roquan Smith price will potentially be in the gutter. And when I mean in the gutter, I mean like 1.8, 1.5 million coins. I'll tell you guys when to sell Roquan Smith. It's not right now, and that is because he is still in packs. Give it a few days after he is out of packs, similar to the Sauce Gardner timeline, and then it is going to be a sell. Same thing goes for Stafford, but you just have to know Stafford is not going to sell for nearly as much as Roquan Smith. He's just not nearly as good of a card. And if you don't believe me, this is the graph for last week's LTD Sam Laporta. You can see right when he dropped on January 9th, selling for 2 million coins. Then the day after, he drops down about 250,000K. Then after Laporta is out of packs, he goes right back up to 2 million coins. And then throughout the week, he actually goes back up to like 2.1 million coins. I 100% expect the same pattern to be followed for Matthew Stafford and Roquan Smith. Now, Team Diamonds are a little bit of an interesting case right here, and we won't know what really happens to their market until next Tuesday or Thursday. Now, 95 overall Team Diamonds are a little bit interesting because next Tuesday and Wednesday, there is going to be an in-person MCS event. And for everyone that goes to that in-person MCS event, you are going to get a free 95 overall Team Diamond. Now, that Team Diamond is going to be B&D, so they can't sell it off. But I wonder what that does to the market. Are these Team Diamonds going to get a little bit cheaper? Are they going to stay at the same price? If I had to guess, I think they'll go down a little bit. I don't think putting more B&D players in the game is going to do anything to their price. Potentially right after those Team Diamonds are redeemable, so maybe the day or two after, I could see a pretty, I don't want to say significant discount in these cards, but I do expect them to get a little bit cheaper. But the big issue with these Team Diamonds, they're just super extinct. Bruce Smith is a card right here. Let's just randomly click on him, and you can see 3 are currently up. These cards have been in the game for multiple months, so the fact that there are only 3 currently up shows how rare these players actually are. So no, I don't think B&D players are going to make these cards all cost under 1 million coins, but I definitely expect to see some of them take a, we'll call it a sharp decrease. We could potentially be seeing a second part of Team Diamonds dropping maybe next Friday, and if that is the case, we'll talk about it on Monday when we see the content schedule, but I would expect these cards to get a little bit cheaper then. If you have any 95 overall Team Diamonds, I say this all the time, please sell off these cards. Don't get it twisted, very good, but a card like, let's pick a Michael Crabtree for 1.7 million coins, is he worth 1.7 million coins? I'll tell you guys, absolutely not. There are better wide receivers in the game who are selling for 250,000 coins. Shout out Zero Chill Calvin Johnson. Yeah, they probably don't fit your theme team, but for me personally, I'm taking the 1.7 million coins every day of the week. Even on that Michael Crabtree card right there, if you do have a 40 out of 49ers theme team, right? He is still only going to be 95 speed. If you go use Calvin Johnson, he is base 95 speed. They're the exact same card speed-wise, and Calvin Jalen Johnson has like 17 inches on Crabtree. I mean, that is just one example of many. Moving on down to the 94 overall LTDs. Now, this is one of the most interesting things EA has not done yet, and that is give us 94 overall reduxes. Now, I have been under the impression that these would drop 2 weeks ago. They have still not dropped, so I'm going to say it once again. I'm going to predict that 94 overall reduxes will be dropping next week, and when those drop, these LTD prices, they are going to go into the absolute gutter. So in order to capitalize on that, please do not make the mistake of holding on to these cards. And when I mean holding on to them, I mean the ones selling for over 600,000 coins. For example, Creed Humphrey, sell off Creed Humphrey. No center in this game is ever going to be worth 700,000 coins. You should probably sell off your Ed Reed. You should have sold off your Ed Reed if like last week he was going for like 1.8. He's down to like 1.5, we'll call it. William Perry, very good card right there, but once he gets a redux, he'll be well under 500,000 coins. Malik Neighbors is one that, like, yeah, you might want to hold on to. This is the second or third best wide receiver in the entire game, and he is only selling for 500k, but some of these more expensive ones, the ones that are selling for over 600,000 coins, please get rid of them. I am telling you, as soon as we see reduxes on the content schedule, people are going to mass sell off these cards. People are going to freak out, and you are going to lose insane value on some of your more expensive cards. This is the big market crash we have been waiting for. This is the big market crash we will talk about again on Monday, but I really think it's time. I was gonna say I'm strongly predicting it. We're well past strongly predicting. We are due time for these cards to get those 94 overall reduxes, which I really want to pick up some of these cards, but a card like Ted Hendricks, I'm not paying 600k for, because I know potentially in a week he will be selling for 400 to 350,000 coins, so it is just not worth the pickup right there. Now, the playoff part 1 cards, this was something I called, and well, I want to prove to you guys it is working to a T. Every time we have a multi-part promo, the part 1 players of that promo, when we see the second part release, they always get cheaper. For example, a card like Ladd McConkey, he is now officially under 300,000 coins. Or Andrew Wiley is down to 420. He was selling for upwards of 550 literally 3 days ago. It happens literally every time. I tell you guys, wait until the part 2 of a promo drops to buy the part 1 players, and if you did that, you could pick up probably an additional, we'll call it 94 overall champion for the same price you would have paid a week ago for these cards. Sometimes being patient is always the way to go. Also, selling off players at the right time, especially when it comes to promo playoff cards, it's always got to be the play. This is the Andrew Wiley graph because this one surprised me the most. And you can see right there on what the day he dropped, he was going for about 564,000 coins. That was pretty standard for a majority of the better playoff part 1 cards. But then as we go through the week, he went down a little bit, but then peaked back up 2 days later to 575,000 coins. January 11th was a Saturday. This is just something for just Madden knowledge. It is always good to sell your players on the weekend, specifically Saturdays. More people are playing the game, therefore more people are buying cards. If you have any of the previous Thursday or Wednesday champions, hold on to them until Saturday and sell them. You can see it pretty much paid off dividends by almost 75,000 coins with Andrew Wiley in 24 hours, and I'm sure the exact same trend followed for pretty much every single one of these playoff cards, and honestly, every single champion we have seen. But then after Saturday, he, slowly started to go back down, but he was sitting around 525,000 coins, but then, bam, down to 450,000 coins. And by the time we saw part 2 of the promo, I mean, you guys can read. Look at that dip right there. He was down in the gutter. So right now is a very good time to buy any of the part 1 players. If there's any of these cards you need for a theme team or just want to use, go out there and pick them up. If you want to buy any of the part 2 players, I don't hate the idea of buying them either. We have none of these cards selling for 500,000 coins. Even Xavier Worthy, a 97 speed wide receiver who is one of the best wide receivers in the entire game, is selling for 450,000 coins, and that's just how multi-part promos work. Part 1 is always going to be super expensive, but then every part after, these cards are going to get cheaper and cheaper. It doesn't even matter how much better these cards are. That's just the way the Madden market works. Speaking of the Madden market working, I want to take a look, and before we get out of here too, we're almost done, I promise. There's a lot of market yapping, but I definitely think we needed it. 93 overall zero chill players. If you can pick up any of these cards for 225,000 coins or under, that's going to be the buy of your life. Like I mentioned earlier with Team Diamonds, Calvin Johnson is one of the best wide receivers in the entire game, and he is better than 95 overall Team Diamond players. The value on these cards is insane. Obviously, they don't have the same Sub-Zero abilities, but I literally do not care. These cards are still going to be top tier wherever you want to use them. If you're just picking up this game, or you've been playing this game for, I guess, since August, use Zero Chill cards. The value you will get for them is unmatched. You can easily compete in Gauntlet. You can easily compete in the online Super Bowl mode by using a full team of Zero Chill. This is the way to play the game. And the rest of the 93 overall market is also going to be a buy for me. These cards are good. They're just not as good as 93 overall Zero Chills. You do have any 93 overall Redux players, I would sell those ones off. If we do see 94 overall Reduxes drop next week, I do expect 93 overall Reduxes to go down in price. Anytime we get an overall increase in the Reduxes, we get a special offer, and that special offer's floor is always the previous overall Redux. And obviously, the previous overall Redux will be 93 overalls for this time around. Gents, with that all said, is everything we got this Friday afternoon. If you guys did find this video helpful, get on there and drop a like. The link to join my official Discord is in the top of this video description. We have a lot of really cool things going on in there and a bunch of different coin making methods, which I know you guys want. So might be a good idea to join. With that all said, boys, have a fantastic rest of your Friday afternoon. I love you guys. Have a good one. Peace, chat. I'll catch you boys later.